Hello everyone. So now let us discuss about the another nematodes, that is Ancylostoma species and Necator americanus. We also call it as hookworms. So the main disease caused by this hookworm are the microcytic anemia. They causes the microcytic anemia because they suck up our blood. They suck the blood from the intestinal wall and they causes the blood loss from our body, and from that blood loss it causes the microcytic anemia, because after there is blood loss there is loss of the iron also. And the cutaneous larva migrans causes the pruritic serpentinous rash, and it is transmitted from walking barefoot on the contaminated soil. So how it is transmitted, as I have already told, if the person walks on the soil, and if that soil has the contaminated hookworms, then there is the penetration of the larva through the skin. So we have to be very careful if we walk barefoot on the contaminated soil. If we think then that soil is contaminated by hookworms, then we should be very careful. Then what is the treatment? The treatment is mainly bendazoles or parenteral palm oil. The therapeutic dose of bendazoles and parenteral palm oil treat the hookworms. Now let us discuss the detail about the life cycle of these hookworms. So now let us start from here. The person is infected and the person is harboring the adult worms inside their body, and the adult worm inside the body mate and the female lay eggs. You have to know that there are two cycles occurring. One cycle occurs in the human and another is soil. Combining both human and soil cycle, the complete life cycle of the hookworms completes. So the adult worms in the body mate and the female lay eggs, and the eggs excreted in the feces, and the egg hatches in the soil. From that egg the rabidiform larva is formed. The rabidiform larva is non-infective form. So this rabidiform larva molts 2 times on 3rd and 5th day, and the filiform larva is formed, and that filiform larva is the infective stage. That filiform larva, if we walk barefoot on the contaminated soil, that filiform larva penetrates the skin and it enters the lymph and blood circulation, and it enters the right side of the heart, and it enters the lung, and ultimately it breaks upon the alveoli and it reaches trachea and the pharynx. In the pharynx the larva is swallowed and it reaches the esophagus. There it molts, and that molting is the third molting. As I have already showed, the molting occurs 2 times. First molting and second molting occur in 3rd and 5th day, while that while morphing from rabidiform larva to filiform larva, and third molting occurs inside the esophagus, and from that it reaches the intestine and it molts again to form the adult worm. And after 6 weeks the adult worm becomes sexually mature, and the adult worms mate and female lay eggs, and again it is excreted in feces, it hatches in soil, and again the life cycle of these hookworms goes on and on and on. So you have to be very careful that if we are expecting the soil is contaminated by this hookworm, then we should be very careful. We shouldn't walk barefoot, and the treatment mainly occurs, the treatment we give anti-helminth drug, that is bendazoles and parenteral palm oil. So I hope you understood this topic on the hookworm. We talked about the various disease caused by this, how it is transmitted, the treatment, and we discuss about detail about its life cycle. Thank you.